This time at Roadkill Garage, we're unwrecking the wreck runner.
Oh, bro.
Let's do it again.
Steve, the wreck runner's back.
Actually, this car's been on my radar for a really, really long time, and I think we can make it a lot better. This is the car we call the Wreck Runner, and it was a 1968 Plymouth Roadrunner that was completely totaled. Like somebody wrapped it around a telephone pole, it was bent in half. Now, the guys from Roadkill took that destroyed Roadrunner and they actually made it run as it was, completely destroyed, and they did get that done. They took it to the dirt track and did some laps, had some fun, and got some laughs out of it, but I wanted to see something more with the car. And eventually it went to Roadkill Garage, where we obtained the 1968 satellite body, and we pulled all of the parts off the Roadrunner, and we put them in that body shell. We did that in 3 days, and we had a real running and driving wreck runner. After the car was completed, Freiberger and I took it on a 1,700-mile road trip to Monument Valley, and we had a really, really great time on the road. We did a lot of improvements on the car, including changing the cylinder heads to aftermarket heads for more power, and we were headed to Amarillo Raceway, where we were going to finish the episode at the drag strip, hoping for the best time ever, but it just didn't work out that way. What happened was we couldn't get the car to launch off the line. The clutch was so bad that it would slip. The linkage was all bound up and would hang the pedal up, and that was a real problem. And the shifter was too loose to get any kind of shift quality, so that was the end of it until now. What we're gonna do is try to fix all of those problems in one shot and make the Wreck Runner less of a wreck.
What do you have in mind?
Well, for one thing, you can hardly shift that transmission, so I got a brand new Hurst Competition Plus shifter, which is gonna help there.
Oh, sweet.
And you know, that clutch is a disaster.
Yeah, I remember. It was just slipping at the track last time we had it out.
I've got a 6-puck racing clutch from Spec, and I know those work really good, and I think that's gonna help quite a bit.
So does that mean we're putting a clutch in it?
Oh, we're gonna do more than that.
What are we doing?
Well, I mean, the biggie is that right rear quarter panel is just completely scrunched and the door jam's pulled in, so...
Yeah, it's pretty mangled.
Yeah.
All right, dude, well, let's get to it. This is gonna be awesome.
All right, man, let's do it. Coming down. The first thing we're gonna do is go after the clutch, and that means we're gonna pull the drive shaft. The transmission's gonna come off the bell housing, which means the cross member and the exhaust system's also gonna have to come out. So there's a little bit of wrenching, but it's not gonna be too bad.
All right, exhaust is out. All right, cross member coming out.
Okay, nice work, Wiley.
Boom. All right, Steve, I think she's ready to go. Coming out.
How about that?
Dude, that's sweet.
Well, hopefully it goes back in as easy as it came out.
All right. That should be the last bolt for the 5th time.
I think so.
Oh, watch your face, okay?
I am.
Coming down.
Is it heavy?
Let's get a little weight to it. It's not too bad. It's dirty as heck. Oh, you smell all that clutch?
Oh, yeah.
That smells horrible.
I can't wait to take a look at what the disc looks like.
Dude, that's quite a mess in here so far. All right, Steve, here's your clutch. You don't have any clutch left.
Ah, that is worn to the hilt.
Metal on metal.
Oh, check it out, man. There is nothing but sheet metal left.
I've seen some bad clutches, but that one is completely used.
Look at this. There's nothing left, not even the rivets.
Man, look at the heat transfer marks on that thing. They smoked that clutch. That's insane. Here you go, Steve.
All right, man, thanks.
Boom. Oh, man. She's a little rough.
You know what the good news is, though?
What?
This is an aftermarket steel flywheel, so...
You think they'll be able to fix it, though, with this big groove worn into it?
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's more than 30,000, so that's no problem at all. I'll just get this machined, and it'll be as good as new, ready to go.
We're in luck.
Meanwhile, we can move on to the quarter panel. I think Birdsong's gonna be here to help us out with that. You all remember our pal Chris Birdsong? He's the metal master who helped Freiberger and I rebuild the General Mayhem last season. I called him in this time because we need to hang a reproduction quarter, and I figured he would save us a whole bunch of time. Hey, Birdsong!
Hey.
Wiley, Dulcich.
Dude,
Boom.
what's going on, brother?
What's up, man? I haven't seen you guys in a while.
I know,
Yeah.
good to see you. All right, Chris, what's the plan of attack on this? I haven't done one of these before, and Dulcich, it's been a while, right?
I have, but it takes me a week to do it, and we don't have that kind of time.
This is a really solid car. And being that all of this back here is solid, I think we're just gonna try and graft in as much of the reproduction quarter panel as we can, but save all the original metal up here, so it's actually less work and we can get it done faster, and original's better in my eyes.
Okay, I'll see the way you do it, man.
Yeah.
Doesn't that sound pretty good, though?
It makes
Yeah.
it sound like it's a piece of cake.
Yeah, it is.
I think we'll just start taking the car apart. We'll get the quarter panel extension off, the bumper, the side marker, get the wheel and tire off. So that way we can start accessing the spot welds that we need to clean up and find them and drill them out, or we'll grind them out. And then we'll overlay the reproduction one, so that way I can cut them both at the same time. And then that way when we lay it up there, they'll be butted together perfect with that little bit of 1/16 of an inch gap that we can weld in between it. You know, all I'm trying to do is just heat up the paint just so it's softer, and then the wire wheel just blows it right down to the perfect metal. So now that I've got all the old paint cleaned off the spot welds, now they're a lot more visible. Before, you couldn't see where any of these spot welds are at. Now that they're exposed, there's two ways of drilling these out, either drilling or grinding. Drilling it is easy when all the spot welds are perfectly round. The problem is not all spot welds are round from the factory. So that's when I kind of resort to this guy, and I just go ahead in there and grind the spot weld out. But when they're round, basically I'll just go in here and I'll drill a pilot hole. And the reason I did that is because the spot weld cutter itself has a drill bit that's spring-loaded. It helps center where you're wanting to drill, so then it'll just cut right into it. Nothing to do but just go ahead and start drilling. You don't want to drill all the way through at first. You just go through a little bit at a time, and you know you're all the way through when you see just a little bit of rust around the outer edge of the spot weld cutter, because you know that's the inner layer, and you've just drilled completely through the outer layer.
These might look like a pair of sunnies, but actually they're my very ineffective safety glasses. What I'm gonna do is strip the paint right here where we're gonna butt weld this, because I don't want to replace the whole quarter panel and have to take the glass out and risk breaking it. So we'll call it a 99% quarter panel replacement. I'm gonna use this 3M clean and strip wheel, and it'll take the paint right off.
As you can hear, the guys are still busy cutting the old quarter off the car, and while they're doing that, I figured I'd make myself busy too. This is a small section of the rear quarter of the car from the old C-body Roadrunner. We need a couple pieces off of this, including the trunk gutter and the taillight bucket. So I'm gonna get this all stripped down, cleaned up, and separated. Hopefully I can hand everything off to Chris and he can make something beautiful out of it.
Dulcich and I have finally got the quarter panel ready to come off the car. The only thing holding it to the car is just the roof skin and the rear window filler panel left. We're gonna cut along right here, and we're gonna graft in the repop quarter panel into some of the original metal. So we're just gonna kind of overlap the two at the moment. And then hopefully, if we got all of our spot welds cut just right, the quarter panel will just go ka-tunk-tunk and fall to the ground.
Oh, nice.
That was violent.
Now I just need to chisel this little edge off, and then we just need to clean up all the metal, hammer dolly some areas, and we can prep it and start getting it ready for the new one to go on.
The sheet metal behind the quarter panel, the way these cars was built, was left bare metal. And, you know, it develops quite a bit of scale, sometimes rust, but I wire wheeled it, not to resto quality, but I knocked down 95% of it, and I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of roll bar and chassis paint, which will hold it probably for as long as I'm gonna care about it, or at least another 20 years. So it'll be better than what the factory did, and it'll be good enough for me. So where are we going from here?
Well, we need that donor piece from the C-body Roadrunner that Wiley was working on.
This thing right here?
Yeah, so we bring that piece in, and then we can actually locate it on some of the original lineup detents right here. So that means the two panels are lined up perfectly, just like that. We clamp them together. Go ahead and grab the top. Yep. What I'm thinking is we'll just cut it right where the two meet up. At that point, we can just butt weld the two together, and the C-body Roadrunner, yet again, gives to donate to this car.
Boom, that's awesome.
Yeah. Here's a pretty good tech tip when you're doing butt joints. This is actually a butt joint clamp. You unscrew this and you slide the slot down into your gap, and then you have a key that you'll insert in that square peg, and then when you clamp it down, it actually puts both panels on the same plane, so one's not higher or lower than the other. What it does is it leaves you a perfect little gap, because when you're butt welding, you want to weld in between the two panels, not on top of them. So, just a little tech tip, and you're good to go.
We just got our flywheel back from the machine shop, and they were able to clean that thing up perfectly. This is our new clutch, which is a 12-inch puck-style Steve Dulcich favorite. It's a sprung-style hub opposed to a solid hub. This thing gives you a little bit more streetability. This is a very similar clutch to what we put in the Bang Shift Cougar, and that gave us really good results, so we're hoping that this will do the same. And on top of that, we have our spec pressure plate, which actually lines up perfectly with one of the sets of holes in the flywheel. So first up, putting the flywheel on.
So as we're getting the reproduction quarter panel to fit to the car, we notice there's a few little things we need to address just in like stamping issues. One of them is not really big, but there's a little dent here, nothing that a little hammer dolly can't knock out. But the biggest issue we have is the door jamb. So if you look, as we go down the door jamb, the gap is good, till we get about here. Right here, the gap starts to get really tight. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut a little slice on the edge of the door jamb, weld it back up, and then our gap will be perfect from top to bottom.
One of the things I wanted to do is improve the shift quality on my Chrysler A833 4-speed manual transmission. Now, what it has right now is the stock Hurst shifter, and it's probably as old as its transmission, which means about 30 years old. There's a lot of slop in this unit, so what I did is I picked up a brand new Hurst Competition Plus shifter. It's very similar to the original piece, but it's a lot tighter, and it's got much better shift quality. I'd really like it if I could just take this and bolt it right in place of that, but that's not gonna happen. There's a few detail differences that's gonna take a couple of little workarounds. Number one, the shifter handle was actually a push-in. It just pushed in there. There's a little clip inside that grabs it. In contrast, the Competition Plus shifter here is made for a bolt-on handle. So, unfortunately, my shift handle doesn't have the holes to bolt it on, so I'm gonna have to try to drill it. I've found these are really, really hard to drill, so I'll see if I have any luck on that. Wish me luck. The other thing is, if you look really closely, the holes that the shift rods go into on the stock shifter are way smaller than what you find here on the Competition Plus. Now, you might think that's going to be an insurmountable problem because if you put this peg in that big hole, you're going to have a ton of slop. Fortunately, Hurst makes these little bushings, which takes up that extra slack. So I'm gonna get this installed, and the Wreck Runner is going to shift way better than brand new. And fits like a glove.
All right, I just got done drilling up bazillions of holes so that way we can take the repop quarter panel and attach it to the Wreck Runner's original body. I went ahead and addressed the cut that I did right there. I welded the two together, and then I also painted it black so that way you can tell the contrast between the two panels and the correct gap that it now has. The only thing left to do before we can finally burn the repop quarter panel to the Wreck Runner's original body is I need to put some Tex screws in here so that way it sucks the two panels together, because when I cut it, I don't want the two panels walking on each other. At this point now, I can start putting some Tex screws in there, cut my line, pull it off, slap it on, and then we can burn it in.
Wiley's underneath, and I've got the transmission here ready to go in. Wiley?
Right. Yeah, bring her in, Steve.
All right.
All right, send her up. Nice method.
Yeah.
All right, let's go forward. Yeah, thread the needle on the throw-out bearing right there.
Oh.
Man, bullseye. Let's find that. Okay, right there. There it is. It just slid in.
It's going pretty good.
So far, so good. Okay, yeah, it's going in. Let me just get like a couple of good threads in there. I've got most of the clutch install finished. I'm gonna put the drive shaft in, bolt up the exhaust, and this thing should be ready to spin tires in no time.
Birdsong's got the quarter panel fitted to perfection. All we have to do tomorrow is pull out the welders and burn this thing in, and that part of the project is done.
This is looking pretty good, man.
I think it's only the last spot weld right now.
No way.
Yeah.
Dulcet.
Yes.
Oh.
Here I am.
Dude, that's the last spot weld. The Wreck Runner is officially unwrecked.
Dude, man, I'm totally thrilled because the car is like fixed way beyond my expectation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
How'd the transmission go, Wiley?
Oh, transmission's in, clutch is in, everything's back together. Should be ready to rip. But yeah, this looks awesome, dude. I'm super stoked on the door jamb work you did here. Like seeing it all pinched up before.
Oh, yeah, just the little
And
details
now
will make
it doesn't even
that
look
much
like
better.
you chopped it at all. That looks fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Really, the last thing I've got to do is just grind the welds down where I mated the repop panel to the original Wreck Runner skin. And then, what do you guys think?
I don't know, we got the trunk lid, it looks like wheel, and we go do a burnout.
Yeah?
Okay, you guys talked me into it.
All right, break.
Well, let's get to it.
Should we test it out, Steve?
Yeah, hop in, man. Birdsong, hang tight. We'll pick you up when we're
Don't
done.
blow it up. I want to go for a ride.
No, this thing's bulletproof, man. Yeah! I have to say, that quarter panel came out really, really good. It's gonna help transform the Wreck Runner into my vision for the car. That is assuming that the clutch and shifter work the way they should.
Not bad, dude. Yeah. That clutch adjustment's okay?
Yeah, I think it's mint. Maybe the transmission's better now that it has oil in it.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll help a little bit. We were, what, 1.5 low on that thing? How's the new shifter feel?
Feels pretty tight.
Yeah?
Might need a little braking in.
Get a little axle hop.
Yeah.
Yeah, this thing's sweet, dude. Looks like you don't have to throw very far at all to get those gears.
No.
Well, it'll spin the tire.
Yeah. The 383 has pretty good power.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good. Rolling burnout like that.
That was second gear and third.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Seems like that clutch is grabbing pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah, first gear sinker is pretty weak.
A little tough to get into.
Yeah, you have to slow down quite a bit. I might have to match the revs a little bit. I'll go from first to second, and then I'll let her eat.
All right. Man, she was hungry.
Yeah. I like the clutch. Let's see how it is in normal driving. Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good in normal driving, too.
Yeah, it seems pretty reasonable, really.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so stoked that the Wreck Runner is good again.
I know! Totally, and this clutch is just killer, man. I think we could call that a success, Wiley.
And it even looks good driving down the road, too.
I know.
Oh, shoot. Hey, pull over real quick. Look at this.
What is it?
I don't know. It's really hard to tell from this seat. I think I might have to get in the driver's seat.
Ah,
I got you, baby.
yeah, you did.
All right, the truth is, Steve, I don't want to break this thing.
Okay.
I just want to feel the smooth shifts with that new shifter and that puck clutch to see if it's something I want to throw into my car.
I think you're in reverse.
That second gear shift is hard to get.
Yeah.
I do like this shifter a lot. Oh, your alignment is garbage.
Really?
Yeah,
I did it in a hotel parking lot myself. I thought it was good.
that sounds about right, Steve. Well, thanks for letting me drive it, dude. This thing is totally awesome. Looks like Birdsong.
Oh, he's ready to go.
He's been waiting. Yo! Dude, you gotta drive this thing, man.
I get to drive it?
Yeah, dude.
Does it run good?
Dude, it runs super good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Check her out.
Well, you know what happened last time I drove your car?
I know. That was the Cougar. You want to try it out?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got to go commitment point on first gear launch. Something like that.
Like that?
Chris, what'd you do?
Well, I'm not brilliant, but I assume that this doohickey is supposed to attach to that thingy-majigger,
Uh-huh.
and it's not no more.
It's not no more. It wasn't really your fault.
Forgot it's manual steering.
Yeah, I don't want a repeat of the Cougar incident, and I know you gave me that quarter, and I don't want you to take it away.
Well, hopefully it doesn't fall off.
I don't think it will. This car has no extra features. It has an alternator and a water. I think you did it again, Birdsong.
How did I do that?
I don't know.
We were already rolling. I didn't even neutral drop it. I rolled into
You
it.
did it again, Birdsong.
How did I do that?
I don't know. I know exactly what that clunkety clunkety clunk is, though.
I know, but all I did was mat the throttle when we were rolling, and it blew the drive shaft. Our trip is cut short, Dulcich.
I think that's it. Wiley, he did it to me again.
That's the second drive shaft,
I
man.
know, you guys are setting me up. You guys are trying to make me like the new broke it guy.
Well, I mean, you're holding the evidence, dude. I mean, come on.
I might have loosened it up a little bit for you.
What evidence?
So Birdsong and Wiley are hooking the Wreck Runner to Birdsong's Charger. We're gonna tow that thing back to the shop. It will be fixed and back on the road, but I won't say when.
What are you gonna do with this, Dulce?
I am going to cut that into squares and give it away to fans in a contest, I think.
It's a good wall hanger.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.